Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and some miscellaneous odds and ends. Today I'm going to cover just some of those miscellaneous odds and ends. I've got a May challenge I'm going to give myself. I have some questions about my air fryer that I'm going to attempt to answer, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the work I did yesterday for the golf course that I got frustrated with. Footage didn't come out right, but I'm going to put a little clip of that in. And I've also had a lot of questions about the pool over at the Y. So I'm going to show you what I mean by a zero entry pool. Once again, my plan was to record some laps of the pool for you, but I don't know what the heck has happened over there. I was there for less than 2 minutes, and I mean, just tons and tons and tons of kids showed up again. So I may have to change what days I'm going over because getting over there on a time when there's lots and lots of kids that are just splashing. I have nothing wrong with kids splashing and having a good time, but they get in the way when you're trying to just work out. So I may have to pick some other dates and rearrange the schedule that I came up with yet again. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Normally I'm out walking around or doing some other stuff, but it's 45 degrees out and the wind is howling, so I'm inside recording today. I like to be outside walking around in nature, but that's the way things go sometimes. But welcome if you're new here. I am glad you're here. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe and leave me a comment down below. Even if that comment is, hey Bob, or whatever, I don't like that color or gray shirt on you. Whatever the comment is, leave me a comment. It lets YouTube know that people are interacting with the video. And the primary purpose of this channel is, of course, to spread the word. Not necessarily about me, but about the carnivore diet and all of the improvements that most people get with it. Those of you returning to the channel, welcome. Same thing, you guys know what to do, but let's just jump right into it. About right here is where I'm going to put the picture of my air fryer so that you can look at it while I talk to you. Some of the things that I covered one of the grates with aluminum foil because when I was doing air fried beef fat chunks, I was getting a lot of grease up on the top of the air fryer where the fan is, and yes, there's a grate over the fan, but there are 4 heating elements that run underneath the top plate, and it looked like it was going to be very hard to clean. So after I wiped off the grease that's up there, I covered one of those, one of my grates with aluminum foil and cut some slits in it to allow for airflow, and that has worked very, very well for doing beef fat chunks. The one thing, the video that I showed you a couple of days ago that had me air frying that rib rack, I've decided that I should take that aluminum foil rack out of there when I'm doing those, because it does cut down on airflow, which is fine if you're doing just beef fat chunks or something like that. But the thing that I was cooking needed more even air, so there were some spots in the middle that did not really get done correctly. But I experimented with it again and took that aluminum foil covered rack out of there, threw a couple of steaks on the air fryer rack, and they came out perfect. Which brings me to another question that somebody had. It's like, did you flip them? What did you do? No. Now, because of the style of air fryer that I have, the oven style, It does not hold the heat quite as well, I think, or there's something different about the way it works. But the one thing, people that have regular air fryers, basket style, um, they usually will pull a steak out halfway down and flip it. Well, I did not have to do that with these because this one has airflow top and bottom and all around. The two steaks that I did from not frozen, they were thawed when I put them in. I put them in for 16 minutes at 425, and they came out perfect for me, which was a medium to medium rare. I don't like it all the way medium rare. I don't like a medium. I like it kind of in between. So those came out fine. I did not have to flip them at all. I just stuck them in there and let the timer run just to see what would happen, and they came out perfect. So that covers the questions on my air fryer.
I've got just a little bit of a grocery haul here to show you. I got 2 packages of Angus Pride USDA Choice top round steaks, beef boneless. They were on sale for $5.99 a pound. So I got 2 packages of those. And from the same company, I got an Angus Pride USDA Choice top round roast beef boneless. That was also $5.99 a pound. So I got one of those. And then they had these Colorado Premium point cut corned beef brisket. And it's got you can see it's already got a marinade kind of a thing on it for corned beef. But it came with cooking instructions. I liked that, and it was $2.99 a pound. So even though I don't really care for corned beef, which I don't know if I do or not, but at $2.99 a pound, it's kind of hard to pass that up. So I got 2 of those. I'm going to cook one of those today because they had a great big bin full of these, and if I like those, I'm going to go back over tomorrow and get another, freezer full of them. Okay, that's my grocery haul for today.
Now, as you can see here from this quick little video clip, what I'm talking about when I say zero entry at the swimming pool to YMCA is you do not have to be able to climb up and down stairs or ladders to get in and out of the pool. As you can see from this little video clip, it starts at zero depth and you just walk out into the water until you're to a spot that's deep enough for you. And then, of course, but you get out to the first rope and duck under the first rope, and then you're in, to me, what is chest deep. That's the walking area of the pool. And then around on the other side, you can get to the laps for lap swimming. So you don't actually ever have to climb up or down a ladder or steps to get in and out of this style of swimming pool. And that's what I've showed you here. I did work up the miniature golf course yesterday. Some things went really well, some things went not so well. And this is a channel of full disclosure, so I want to fill you in on that. I did it the way, because I actually hadn't opened the course in like 25 years because I've always been a closer. But I went in to open up, and I followed Dave's little sheet on what to do first opening. So I got the porta blower out, which was an adventure all in of itself. I apparently did something wrong with the gas powered porta blower because I got it started. It was idling fine. I got it on my back, pulled the trigger to turn things up, and it died. I could never get it started again. I'm going to insert some of that footage here. So because I couldn't get that started again, I went in and grabbed the battery powered one, and it worked wonderfully for like the first 8 or 9 holes, and then that battery ran out of juice. I found the other battery, but could not figure out how to make the battery let loose. I finally had to call Dave, who was busy but did answer his phone. Um, he said, "Well, you got to set it on the ground and then push down on the battery, and then that little catch thing will flip right up." And it was very easy. I had tried everything else, but I hadn't actually tried pushing down on the battery. So once I got that figured out, I stuck the dead battery on the charger and proceeded to finish cleaning up the course, except for the last like 5 holes because I ran out of battery power again. Luckily, the previously dead battery had picked up just enough charge that I could finish things up. So that was an adventure in and of itself. Then I went to raise the shutters because it's got wooden shutters that cover the windows um, to prevent people from breaking in at night. And I'd forgotten how heavy they were, and because of the limited range of motion in my shoulders, I had a really hard time getting the shutters up. Getting them down is a lot easier. You just have to kind of hold onto the edge, and you can flip the chain catch out from behind it, and they'll drop down. But you have to lift them up into position, grab the chain, and hook that on to put them up in the morning. And those were a lot heavier than I thought. Now, a month or two from now, it's not going to be a big deal because I have started working out with weights. And so I expect to get stronger, but that just wore me out. I didn't realize how much struggling to get those shutters up wore me out until I went out to try to put the flag up because he doesn't have one of those flag poles where we used to have one that just had the standard rope on it. You hook the flag onto the rope and you pull on the rope and up goes the flag and you're done. Well, he's got one of those collapsible flag poles now that you put the flag on it on the ground and then you actually raise the whole pole up into position, kind of telescopes up. But I got the flag on it. I went to put it up, got the first section up sort of into position and could not get the holes lined up. And every time I'd start to see where the little nubs were to get them lined up, my shoulders and hands would run out of strength. So I ended up not being able to get the flag up because I just couldn't. By that time, my shoulders were tired enough. I just couldn't lift the flagpole into position long enough to get it snapped into place. And then I went. So I took the flag back into the clubhouse. And I did not fill the water traps because I went over and did a test lift on the hose that you have to hook up to drag out onto the course to fill the water traps up, and that seemed like it was a wee bit too heavy. So I'll have to rearrange the order I do stuff in, but I'm expecting it to go better as I start to get stronger. So yeah, that's why exercise is really important, guys. You don't have to exercise to lose weight because I have not. I started walking about 4 months into it, and I've done a little bit, some push-ups and some sit-ups and things like that. But I've been kind of lax on the upper body strength, and it really showed up hard on me yesterday. So I'm going to get into that a little bit more, and of course I will take you guys along for that journey. But that's what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this just little quick update video on how things are going. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you next one. And of course, that's what I get for not writing stuff down. I completely forgot to mention the May challenge. What I'm going to do for May, for myself, you're welcome to join along if you like. As always, I am going to do a no scale May with one exception. And that's where I'm going to give everybody else one exception as well. Pick one day that you would like to have to weigh. For me, it's going to be May the 9th on my 1 year anniversary of starting Carnivore. so I can tell you exactly how much weight I lost in a year, and my own personal knowledge as well. But other than that, I'm going to put the scale away and not step on it for the entire month of May, and we'll see where I'm at on June the 1st. And you're welcome to join along. It could be tough, it could be easy, depending on how dependent you are on the scale. Now, that's what I've got for you today, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.